Ladies and gentlemen, leave your politics at the door. This is Chingo Chats. We keeping it non-political. I'm going to try.
Yeah, right. Yeah, right.
All roads lead back to politics.
It does.
It's your boy Chingo Bling. We got producer Rob in the building.
What's up, everyone?
Brr, brr, brr. I can't reach you for the...
Give me a finger.
There we are. Hey, watch that now. Watch that now. Just because my wife got to do her 40 days, 40 nights.
One of them times.
Don't mean we that desperate.
Do a little strange for some change. You know what I'm saying?
Yo, man, we just knocked out an episode of RPT, Red Pill Tamales. There's so much going on in the world, but if you're into that type of thing, go check that out. Today, we're going to keep it non-political. What do we have? We have some questions,
We do have a lot of questions. Before we get to those, man, this is, how many weeks now? Week two of baby, like new baby duty?
Yeah, check this out, bro. Look at the picture. We just took pictures yesterday.
Oh,
check her out.
Cute.
She's in her little robe.
Mira nomás.
She's got the cucumbers over her eyes. She's
funny.
having a spa day.
How funny.
She's a cutie patootie. Mm-hmm. What was that? Oh, that was my Instagram talking. Sorry. But yeah, man, I'm a dad at shit. It's what happens, man. When you 42, still having kids.
Yeah, Marisol was like, we're talking about starting over and stuff, and she's like, well, I guess I didn't really start over, but Chingo definitely started over. Having like a teenager, basically, right? She's 13 now?
Yeah, 13.
And then starting over? That's brave. Very brave of you.
Yeah.
What a time.
Interesting time to be alive. It's like I brought them into this world where hey, welcome to America. You're going to have to fight for your freedom.
Well, this week, Wednesday, you're going to be in San Jose. Let's do some tour.
Oh, yeah. So, August 18th, San Jose, California, this Wednesday. Do not get sold out. Hopefully, Governor Newsom allows it to happen. So I'll be at the San Jose Improv August 18th. And then my birthday, man, is August 23rd. And then I head to Denver, Colorado, August 27th through the 29th. Colorado. Hopefully that show happens. Back to the free state of Texas, El Paso, September 9th through the 11th. Get your tickets now at chingobling.com. We have Brea, California, September 15th. Oxnard, September 16th. Addison, Texas, the DF Dub, October 7th through the 10th. San Antonio, October 14th through the 16th. Irvine, Cali, November 3rd. Houston, Texas, November 5th through the 7th. Get them now at chingobling.com. We got VIPs and all of that. We're bringing merch on the road. We're excited to be employed, excited to be out there working, excited to meet you guys and telling jokes on stage. I've been chopping up some of my old jokes that I no longer do and putting them out there on social media. So, sass.
Yeah, and if you guys didn't catch us on the RPT, Tuesdays and Thursdays, we're going to start putting out some kind of RPT shorts where Chingo is going to be, or we will be talking about a lot of things in the headlines, right?
Quick takes,
Quick takes on the things that are shaping the culture, right?
Yeah.
Everything is culture is downstream of, or politics rather, is downstream of culture. So if you hear kids thinking or saying a certain thing, you can probably bet the house that they got it from some sort of pop culture outlet.
Yeah. Like the thing we just covered on RPT about a Subway having, what's her name, Rapiho?
Yeah,
Rapinoe.
Megan.
The lefty Larry, the girl that likes to protest America because it's so bad, the soccer player, who represents the U.S. Olympic team but acts like she don't love the U.S. Her. Like that particular story, maybe that could fall under
totally pop
because
culture.
it wasn't technically political, but it has some political undertones, man. There's literally a culture war happening, and I believe that's why you can frame everything like, okay, why did they pick her? How does that affect Subway that she's leaning the way she does? She's behaving the way she does. Why are people offended by the way she's behaving? And that's where we are in America in 2021, where they're getting rid of math and reading and shit in the Oregon schools. Like that's good. How are the parents going along with this shit?
I like how you brought it up immediately. You just brought up Oregon and the schools. And
is that what we're going into right now?
No.
Oh, okay.
But it is true. We didn't get to it.
No,
I'm just fucking with you. But speaking of entertainment, have you watched anything entertaining lately?
All I watch is news. No. Let me think, man.
All you do is win.
Let me think. Man,
win no matter what.
Caught me off guard with that one. Let's see. I've been watching the Cyber Symposium. It's very entertaining to see how they stole some shit. I was checking out Bryson Gray's music.
Yeah, it's good.
Yeah, he's got some jams on there, and it's interesting, man. It must be, to me, it must be challenging to like write lyrics where you're on this subject matter. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? You're like, Democrats committing treason. Like, oh, shit. Like, damn, you got to sit there and come up with your lyrics based off of all this craziness that's happened. You know, Dominion. What rhymes with Dominion?
That's a good point. I couldn't think of it that fast.
The Kremlin.
Kremlin? Yeah, you're the mad.
KGB. The Russia. Putin at the Kremlin.
See,
we invaded, getting hacked. Machines, they Dominion.
It comes from China.
Y'all rappers is real as ballots with no folds in them.
The master lyricist over here.
No, those are terrible. All right, man, let's answer some fan questions because you're going to have me in here trying to rap and shit, knowing I'm a comedian now.
Oh, is that right?
He forgot about his raza, fool. He don't care about his raza no more. He's all whitewashed.
People are silly.
That's todo whitewashed because these fools are from Texas, fool. All right, here we go. Some questions.
Silly. Where do we start? We'll start at the top.
Dale gas.
Orale.
Luis Rivas. He's from Colorado, right?
Yep.
Oh, man, this is a good question.
Oh, yeah, he sent this to me.
Yeah, OG Rob. I had messaged you about my situation that my doctor put me in. He suggested and has been begging me to get the jab. Reason being that I've already been through the ringer with COVID, already being hospitalized for a month and suffering extensive lung scarring already. He wants to jab me, so if I were to contract el virus, aka the Wuhan flu, again, I'd have a better chance of survival, considering me already being high risk from the first time. ¿Qué opinan? ¿Qué opina la gente? Me la pusieron difícil. Once again, love the show, love the content, Chingo. Rob, y'all the real MVPs. Sas.
It's a tough one, right?
Yeah.
So we should start every show by saying we're not lawyers, we're not investors, we're not doctors. It's all for
this is a very tough one. Number one, I mean, if you have a good doctor, you trust him. His situation is very specific to him, which is like, hey, man, you already took a hit the first time. The theory is this is going to protect you in case you catch it the second time. So it's a tough one because every day we're hearing new news, such as like, well, the Pfizer vax, they were saying it's 90 something good protective. Now they're dropping it down to 42%.
That's what I was going to bring up too. Was it Pfizer or was it Moderna?
I thought it was Pfizer. And then your immunity, that's still proving, like once you catch it, that's still proving to be a high rate of protection. And then you contrast that with the pharma joint, which is only 42. And it's like, am I better off with just my my natural immunity and not take a chance with these side effects?
Yeah, I'm trying to pull that up too. And basically what I had said was that, you know, it puts you in a tight spot. But like you said, if you trust your doctor, cool. And if you don't, then find a second opinion, right? Try to find somebody in your area. I think for him, he doesn't have anybody else that he can see for what, you know, he has, you know, what he's going through. So it just puts you in that moral predicament where it's, do you trust yourself, you know, to take care of yourself and take the things, you know, precautions that you need to? Do you feel like, you know your body. So do you feel strong enough that without this experimental, you know, jab, you can make it or can't make it? Like, it's an internal conversation.
It's a very difficult one because he was already hospitalized for a month.
Right.
I think what I had answered, I think I had commented on the Patreon app. I basically said, like, if I'm not mistaken, it's like, man, because I mean, I was under the impression that all the folks that are hospitalized right now are unvaxxed. Is there a debunk on that?
I need to bring that up too. We talked about that at the end of RPT. I'll look it up while we kind of just ponder this. But what did you reply back? It
was something. Man, I don't remember exactly what it was, but I was kind of leaning towards do what you got to do. You know what I'm saying? Nobody's gonna call you a sellout if you get it. Ain't nobody gonna be mad at you if you get it. Like, if that's gonna help prevent you catching it really bad a second time, you know, then do what you got to do. But it's so confusing because now we're hearing that some of the jabs might only be 42%, and you're taking the risk of side effects, and your natural antibodies from already having it are way better protection. But then again, it's like, is everyone that's hospitalized right now unvaxxed?
And what I want to do now that we're talking about it is I'm going to compare the two. Because if you put that into Google, the first thing you get is NPR saying 97% of people entering hospitals for COVID are unvaccinated, right?
But if you put in
DuckDuckGo, let's see what they say.
I
actually get that same one as a number one result.
NPR, man, I don't know. I take their shit with a grain of salt because they're super lefty Larry.
Yeah. You'd have to do your research because I know I've heard there's a lot of things that, like, let's say they report that, right? They report that, let's say 90% of the people, or they say 97% of them are unvaccinated. Okay. Are they in the hospital because of this variant or because of COVID in general? Or did they have these underlying conditions that we keep hearing about, but sometimes completely left out? Like the people that die, like, did they have diabetes? Did they have already like a pulmonary infection? Did they have whatever else? Or was it this? And that's what's underreported a lot of the times. They had a lot of other stuff going on.
Oh, yeah, no. There's been reports where it's like this person fell off a motorcycle, but they had some COVID in their system.
Yeah, and there was stuff too.
Or like this person had cancer and they were already in hospice.
There was
but
somebody
they had a little COVID in them.
from the administration that was talking about that. It was a black lady. She was wearing a purple dress.
Yeah, she said it. Yeah.
She said it. She said basically,
let me just tell y'all how we count.
yeah, if they die and they had it, then it's counted as a COVID death. It doesn't get much simpler than that. Like,
And then the false PCR, the false positives.
Yeah.
I mean, and then if you notice how they report the news a lot of times it's just cases. They're not saying deaths. They're not saying hospitalizations. But hey, this is Chingo Chats, but somehow, some way, everything leads back to the Rona and politics. So, Luis, I think if I was in your situation, I would just like try to play it as safe as possible and buy some time just to see what news shit. And like Rob said, maybe try and get a second opinion just to see if another doctor can interpret your stats differently.
yeah.
And they might have some ideas.
Yeah, and I know that doesn't really answer the question or solve it for you, but we're not supposed to because that's a real personalized question.
And either way, man, like I believe that if you do decide to get it, I don't think the side effects are gonna get you. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, I would
if
hope
anything, you're just following your doctor's orders and just trying to do everything in your power because of your specific situation to avoid anything.
Yeah, I think most people which I don't come into contact with many people. Honestly, it's you two, Don, and like maybe 4 other people, but they've all got it. Like they got it. They were just like, yeah, I'm gonna get it. I'm just not gonna fuck with it anymore. I'm not gonna worry about it. It's not gonna be on my mind anymore. I'm like, okay. So far, so good. I mean, I haven't really asked them, like, have you been, do you have this fatigue that Jimmy Dore was talking about? Do you have any nerve issues? Or your hands go numb? Does your neck feel like, I don't know, but it's possible.
Yeah.
And there's tons of people that are having these kind of effects, right? Like, it's not just like 1 in a million. It's a lot more than that. Mm-hmm. But
I'm more worried about the vax passports
yeah, man,
than the vax itself.
The totalitarian kind of approach to the U.S. is a little scary. Luis, I hope that really helps you out. I know it's a tough pickle to be in.
Yeah, man, I don't want to be giving medical advice and shit. Y'all motherfuckers blame me and shit. Man, I heard Chingo said it.
Yeah, this motherfucker was like, I take a multivitamin every other day.
Yeah. Hector J. Mises hit us up on the Patreon app. He says, Luis. Oh, he's responding to Luis. See the video if you have not already. Make a decision for yourself.
Oh, that was the doctor at the Mount Vernon giving the speech to the board.
Oh, that's the video?
Yeah, that was the video.
And then Hector says, I took the jab because I travel internationally for work and thought it would be required for me to continue traveling, only to find out that at this point it is not. After listening to this doc, it's clear to me that the jab might actually be the reason why we're seeing the COVID incidents go up this summer. Now that 70% of Americans are jabbed, 70? I don't know. I didn't know it was 70 when compared to last summer when no one was jabbed. In other words, it's the people carrying the virus through the jab that are passing it on to those who do carry it. My point is, if you got it already and survived, your body's immune system has developed some resistance to it. In my opinion, the jab is not worth the unpredictable neurological side effects. Wish I would have known prior to taking it myself, but luckily only experienced mild symptoms.
Looks like 58% is what the beloved CNN has reported.
Scroll down a little bit while you do that. Mira, Mario Quintero says, new member here. Love the show. Still catching up on episodes. Not sure if it's been a topic of discussion yet, but maybe in the future I'd like to see you guys conduct an analysis of certain passages from Sun Tzu's The Art of War and their applicability to what's happening between China and the USA today. Maybe it would have even the most left-leaning people at least begin to start looking at things differently. Then again, maybe not. Either way, it'd be interesting. That's a very great suggestion because I'm not an expert on Sun Tzu's Art of War, but I do want to get unrestricted warfare which is some Chinese generals or colonels that wrote it. And basically they were saying how they were applying one of Sun Tzu's Art of War principles, which is like defeat your enemy without firing a single shot, which is economic, information war, divide them, confuse the shit out of them, infiltrate them, take over LeBron, take over the NBA,
Right.
take over Hollywood, take over John Cena, take over networks and politicians, Jerry Swalwell, etc.
Yeah, man, that's a great question too, because I haven't read that book in a long time. So I'm gonna get it again, and I'm gonna get it on Audible, which you guys can still get a free 30-day trial and a free book from Audible if you go to audibletrial.com/Red Pill Tamales. I actually just got I got the trial obviously, and I kept it. I got the Rogan's been mentioning it over and over recently, which I had read a long time ago. The 4 Agreements. You ever read the 4 Agreements?
No,
I'll send you the little clip notes of it. It's all about like, it's basically just like internal. I'll read you the exact description of it, but it's like basically how to be a little more zen about things and like your perspective.
almost like stoicism a little bit.
Kind of, sort of, yeah.
Let me read this comment. Juan Gonzalez says, I have a question for you guys. When do you think Raza will ever stop thinking with their emotions about politics, especially immigration, and realize the shit ain't right? Meaning they always go back to it's stolen land and, well, my parents and your parents did it, so how can you be against it? The Democrats and against illegal immigration. You're turning your back on your own people. Also, Chingo, when you come to Colorado, you got to hit them with some political shit, hurt some of these whack-ass woke Cali people feelings since they want to turn it into another Cali. Colorado's so great that I can see why they're being invaded. You have the outdoorsy, the recreational activities. I love Colorado. I fell in love with Colorado. That's why I try to go around my birthday. So, yeah, Juan, thanks for the suggestion. And in Phoenix, I don't know if I mentioned this, Rob, but when I was done with my set, I just went into it. I was just like, went to my first Trump rally yesterday. And I'm like, oh, shit, here we go, open mic. And I was like, I didn't want to go because I knew everybody's going to be like, this dude's a damn coconut, white supremacist, Nazi, Hitler, KKK. Yeah. And anyway, so yes, Juan, I agree. I'm going to try to find a way to push people's buttons and challenge things a little bit and really just be persuasive in a funny way and just show the ridiculousness of what the hell they teaching these kids.
What was the response whenever you kind of just like, so people kind of knew that the set was over, right? And you just kind of brought it up?
No, I don't think they knew the set was over. Okay. I knew I knew I was done with my jokes.
Yeah.
I knew I had already hit my time. I was already probably at 50 minutes. And then the last 5-10, I just kind of like went with it. But no, it was, considering it wasn't written or structured or battle tested, the response was great. Like it damn near worked as a closer because it was like is that
the new closer now?
No, but I want to go back and listen to it and hash it out. But basically I think it was a vulnerable moment, if you will.
Yeah,
because there was a lot of Trump supporters there, and so they were kind of like, yeah, like thank you. Not everybody got to think like George Lopez. Like who was it? Was it like Juan? Juan said, when is the Raza going to stop being one issue voters? That's how I was for the longest. Like when I used to shit on Trump, people would jump in my comments and be like, but Chingo, it's got to be America first. And, all the shit that I'm saying now.
Right.
And I'd be like, yeah, fool, but nah, fool, with Raza, dog. And, we got to, or whatever. Oh, look at this. Scroll down a little bit while you're doing your research. Hector replied to Juan and said, Juan, the stolen land argument is a myth. In pre-modern war, countries that won wars always gained territory because of the search for resources and gold. The Spanish first gained that territory after conquering the natives. If, quote, Raza wants to blame anyone for losing land, then they need to blame the Mexican president Paredes and Santa Anna. Santa Anna for fucking with Texans at the Alamo, which led Sam Houston to kicking his ass in East Texas, and where Santa Anna traded Texas for his life. Then blame Paredes for bringing back that same loser Santa Anna to lead the Mexican army after being exiled to fight the Marines during the Mexican-American War. The Marines made it to Mexico City, and Paredes had two choices. Scroll down a little bit. Had Two choices. Give up all of Mexico or give up all of the West. As we all know, he chose the latter. Santa Ana and Paredes, are your guys. It's easier to be mad at the white man and Mexican Texans for kicking your ass, though. Okay. I'm talking about this is the kind of listeners we got.
You know what I'm saying?
Step your shit up. Get on our level. This is RPT, homie, puro pinche tía. RPT.
People are gonna be shouting that at your shows.
RPT. Big dog.
Come on, man.
Chinga su madre ese güey. What you looking up over there, Rob? What you doing, bro?
I'm looking up all kinds of shit. I was looking up the fucking...
Man, let me find out you're on World Star Hip Hop.
Art of War quotes and then...
okay, got it.
And then the fucking vax thing. Because the numbers are still in the 50s. Like, nothing seems to be over 60% fully vaccinated.
Yeah, but they're going to pressure another 30%.
Well, I kind of wanted to stay on that for a second just because it was kind of... It's a big topic in the questions today, but just in general, right? So I think Schultz kind of had a take on this. When we talk about people getting vaccinated, right? And now that they're over this 50% mark...
Oh, yeah, I heard him say
okay, you know what I'm saying? Like, they're not going to go the other way. So now that they've got more than half the country vaccinated, you're just going to see a lot of these, whatever you want to call them, mandates or
basically pressuring you, saying, like, you can't go here, you can't do this, you can't participate in that. Mm-hmm. But it depends on the states and the governors and then the people pushing back.
Yeah.
So right now, it's in the early stages in New York and California, which was predicted.
Right.
Like, y'all can go back and listen to other episodes where it was like, look, what's happening in Europe is coming over here. It's just you got a 6 weeks, window of like, look at what's going on in Europe and Australia. Because remember, the CCP has their tentacles everywhere. They have tons of influence. Like they've slowly infiltrated everything on some Sun Tzu shit. And if you're not viewing it through that filter, you're just still thinking it's about the bug and you're still going along with it thinking it's about your safety, but it's really not.
Appear weak when you're strong and strong when you are weak.
And guess what? The CCP is having some issues right now with their economy. There's a lot of internal turmoil. They had like those natural disasters. People have been trying to figure out how they're going to rise up and fight back, as y'all saw Hong Kong, Taiwan. So right now they are trying to appear strong. Therefore, they got some weakness.
Hey, I like this one. Let your plans be dark and impenetrable at night. When you move, fall like a thunderbolt.
That sounds like a fortune cookie. You got to break that one down. Let your moves be impenetrable.
Let your plans be dark and impenetrable at night.
Okay, so at nighttime you got your plan.
Think ninja.
So you got your plans at night.
Got your plans at night. It's impenetrable. You know.
The plans come out at night.
It's irrefutable. And when you move, fall like a thunderbolt.
And when you hit them boys, ¡paz!
Yeah.
Déjate caer toda la riatata.
All that viral load.
The whole viral load. All 40 days, all 40 nights. Scroll down a little bit.
Did you already do this one?
Yes, I already did that one. Scroll down. Okay, right there. Victor Cornejo says, if there was a zombie apocalypse, what would be in your bug out bag?
Ooh.
Man, I need a bug out bag, bro. I need a bug out bag.
Dude, we need a lot of things, quite honestly. We talk about a lot of stuff, but we need...
I need more weapons, more ammo.
The generator's got to be on deck.
Yeah.
We need... You have an extra fridge, don't you?
A freezer.
We need to have it stocked with meat, stocked with food.
With the generator.
Yep. Mm-hmm. Gotta have a grill. Don't even have a grill. Some fire and wood, or whatever, so you can grill it up.
Okay.
A lot of stuff,
So, yeah.
Water, extra water, maybe a filtration system.
Damn, yeah. First, get some land for all that shit you just mentioned. Well, let me jump ahead right here. KBT Loc G. Today I turned 36. What's up, brother?
Hey.
Un pinche shout out. How's the baby? How much did she weigh? How's Marisol? Also, if anyone in Houston needs car work, let me know. Pura gente pesada. Yeah, he's a bad motherfucker, man.
Oh, cool.
Loc G, that's a master mechanic. Well, he knows how to do a lot of other shit.
Badass.
But yeah, definitely hit him up. He's a member of the Tia Puro Pinche RPT. Happy birthday, brother. I met him at Lucky's wedding.
Oh, yeah?
So, yeah, we linked up, chopped it up. He had like a gash on the back of his head.
Oh, shit.
And I was like, man, what the hell happened to you? He's like, man, we had some pipes bust. I had to get up in there, jump in the attic, and one of them nails got him.
Eesh.
And then he helped me install. I was having some issues in our bathroom where the exhaust wasn't powerful enough, so you get the steam from the shower, and then it's fucking up condensation, all types of shit. So anyway, shout out, man. Shout out Daniel, Log G. Merry Christmas, Happy Birthday. Victor Cornejo says, how can we fight schools to end mask mandates when schools claim they can lose state funding if they don't comply? Schools claim they can lose the state funding if they don't comply with the mask mandate?
I think it was the other way, right? They could lose funding if they
force kids to
yeah.
mask mandate.
I mean, especially here, like in Texas, and I think Dallas is the same thing.
I think DeSantis, here's your answer.
Yeah.
DeSantis, I don't know how he put it in legislation, maybe executive order, but he said, if I'm not mistaken, he said, I'm going to hit your paycheck, right? He was like, if y'all enforce this shit, I'm coming for your paycheck.
Yeah.
And I don't know, man. It just shows how these teachers' unions are biased. They're like anti-science in a way. And they are literally hurting the kids' education. These teachers' unions, they're the ones who are against school choice. So if your kid goes to a bad school district, was that a helicopter? The feds.
Oh, shit.
If they're against school choice, so there's no competition between the schools to where you should be able to take your kid out of your district and those tax dollars follow the child, and you can switch them to like Katy ISD, Pearland ISD, switch them. I don't know if you can switch school districts, but switch to a better school, because not all these schools are created equal. So yeah, the teachers unions, man, they're just I don't know.
Yeah, you gotta show up like Jonathan Copel again in Louisiana. He got everybody informed on what was going on. He said, show up on this day. And he did that live the day before, and he said, look, if you got plans that you have to go, I understand, but if you got a dinner date or this or that, break those plans, show up at the school board meeting, and let's tell them how we feel. Let's make sure that this doesn't just happen because we didn't make an effort to show up to whatever, meeting.
That's crazy. I know a lot of people in Louisiana are conservative. I'm surprised they're a blue state. And it's unfortunate that they're about to muzzle up these kids again. I mean, it's already been a crazy 18 months. People don't realize how, the way I see it, bro, is like we're under attack. This virus is made in the lab. They're using this virus for everything to accomplish all kinds of power grabs. It's really not about the bug no more. The shit don't even affect kids like that.
It's not about the bug, it's about the bag.
It's about the bag, not the bug. You hear me? And the teachers are probably already jabbed up. I mean...
That's a shirt right there.
What? It's not about the bug, it's about the bag. Got him. Okay.
Got him.
You a Brandon genius. All right, check this out. Hector Me says, what's up, Rob and Chingo? I'm the guy who wrote in a couple weeks ago about Abraham Lincoln, the real reason for invading the South. Parentheses, tariffs, tax revenue from southern states. I thought it was a little weird that my comment was deleted, but thanks for clearing up that language learning AI on this platform was really the culprit. I'm still interested in this decision and what you guys think about it.
Who was that?
Hector Me says.
Shout out, Hector. Yeah, I'm glad that you caught that. And I didn't know if you thought Chingo just deleted it and you just left the Patreon because you thought we were censoring patrons. But yeah, that's something we should actually do more reading about and actually maybe do a whole segment on it, because it is pretty interesting. It was much more of an economical move than I'm going to sign the Emancipation Proclamation and just let the slaves go. There was a way more to it.
So it was an economic war. Yeah,
it was very.
I can definitely see how it wasn't strictly about people's freedoms and the atrocities of slavery.
Yeah.
I don't put nothing past these motherfuckers. And it was a different time too, man.
Yeah.
And if you want to get technical, slavery still exists today. You got sex slaves, human trafficking people. You got people in North Korea, forced labor camps, CCP, all of that. Man, there's this. I'm not going to go into this right now because we should say this one for RBT. Bro, did you hear about this? They're doing live organ harvesting in America on these Planned Parenthood late-term fetuses.
I mean,
where the baby's born alive, I guess they go into the belly and harvest the little baby's organs, all because these transhumanist people. It's the University of, is it UPenn? One of these Philadelphia, Pennsylvania type universities. It's taxpayer dollars.
I've heard this, but I don't know nearly as much as I think.
I think some of it was just kind of breaking news. We'll we'll dig into it
Okay.
and put on RPT. But like, if you think about it, man, it's like this is the type of shit you would expect from China. You don't expect to hear like in America in 2021 for their excuses. It's for science, where they try to basically what they do is they'll take that part of that fetus and they'll like glue it to like a fucking lab rat and see how long they could keep that organ or whatever alive.
What?
Yeah, so the argument is like, we're gonna have so many breakthroughs, we're gonna have so many cures.
Is it Trump saying that or what?
No, is that the Trump voice?
Yeah.
Like, you know, these people are trying to justify it. All right, let me see. Bryan says, under what circumstances would y'all get the jab? Dan Riz1 says, none. Whistle. It's a good question, man. The way I see it, bro, is like every week that goes by, we're learning new shit.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like 1 week you might be thinking, well, you know, it seems to protect a lot more than the side effects would scare you. So like it because we're living in this information war, it's like it's easy to fool a lot of people. For example, my mother-in-law, she's been staying with us, helping with the baby, helping with my wife and stuff. And she comes home from work and she's like, yeah, man, you know, I heard most of the people hospitalized didn't get the jab. And, you know, I heard they're having to build these additional facilities. She said she started naming hospitals. She's like, Methodist about to build their little tent auxiliary site because there's not enough beds. And she's like, Bentab and LBJ. She started naming hospitals. And I'm just like, huh, okay. Well, did you hear this? Did you know about that? And, you know, she's busy working all day. So she's talking to clients and customers and friends and things like that, and maybe looking at the news here and there. So she's trying to piece together. So in her mind, it's like it's hysteria. Mm-hmm. Like there's more and more reason to hurry up and get it. So we're in this information war. Fauci be contradicting himself every other day. CDC can't make up their mind. The WHO, we don't know if they've been compromised.
Isn't it weird that if, you know, we're in this pandemic and they're letting go of these experienced nurses and doctors for not getting the jab. If it was such, you know, crunch time, we need all hands on deck. Why
would
let so many people go?
Healthcare workers, yeah.
What the fuck sense does that make?
I mean,
as you're talking, I'm just like, why? You see all these videos like I was for 15 years, 25 years I worked for, and they just let me go. Why are you letting these experienced people go? That make no damn sense.
It's almost like they're just being real pushy about it. Like, I don't know. It's like, do y'all really believe that it's strictly for health and safety, or y'all just trying to punk people?
Do you follow a dude on Instagram called Dream Rare?
Charlie
Holmes.
That means no.
I think you do.
This guy